Hi, I'm Helen. I'm here to help you unpack and set up your new Thermomix so that you're ready to cook confidently and safely. And we're going to also show you a delicious pumpkin soup. We've organised this video into chapters so that you can go back to any of the sections at any time if you need a refresher. Let's get started. Start by placing your Thermomix on a flat and level surface, away from the edges of your benchtop and away from any heat sources like a cooktop. Use the handle to help you lift the Thermomix. Now inside the mixing bowl, there'll be your simmering basket, and inside the box with the Thermomix, you have your Varoma, your butterfly whisk, your measuring cup, which we call MC, your spatula, the basic cookbook, recipe chip, and the instruction manual. This has all the information you need to use your Thermomix safely and correctly, so take the time to have a read of it. Make sure you remove the protective films before turning on your Thermomix. Turn the Thermomix on by pushing the selector dial. You can also push this to stop the machine at any time through your cooking. These safety messages will be the first thing you see on your screen. Please read them carefully, paying particular attention to processing hot liquids. First off, test your scales by weighing something with a known weight. The MC, for example, weighs 40 grams. Should you want to reset your scales at any point, press tear. The integrated scales are in the feet of your Thermomix. If they aren't reading correctly, ensure that those feet are clean, that the cord is pulled all the way out, and that your Thermomix is on a flat, level surface. And if ever you want to move your Thermomix, always lift rather than dragging to protect those scales. Make sure the lid is sitting properly on your mixing bowl. When you start your Thermomix, the locking arms will automatically close and create a tight seal on the lid. The Thermomix won't start unless the lid is locked into the correct position. You'll do most of your cooking in your mixing bowl. So to remove it from the casing, just lift using the handle. The blades sit at the bottom of the bowl. To remove them, hold the bowl in an upright position, place the palm of your hand at the base and twist. That removes the base and allows the blade to come out easily. It may be a little stiff with your new bowl, but with a rinse and cooking, that will loosen up. For safety reasons, always ensure that it's in an upright position. Never turn the bowl upside down to remove the blades. Have a go at doing this yourself until you can do it comfortably. It's really important for you to be able to do this correctly. This is the butterfly whisk. You'll use it when you're aerating foods like whipped cream, egg whites, butter, mashed potatoes. The butterfly whisk sits directly on your blades, so place it on and give it a twist. If it's positioned correctly, it won't pull out until you twist it to remove it. Ensure it's sitting on the blades before starting to cook. When using your butterfly, it's important not to exceed speed 4, and don't use your spatula when the butterfly is fitted. There is a 4 symbol on your butterfly to make it easy to remember. Your simmering basket gently cooks foods above the blades. You can use it to cook rice, steam vegetables, strain some food, and the basket sits directly in your mixing bowl. You can use the hook at the back of the spatula to get it out. Just like the butterfly, when using the simmering basket, it's important not to exceed speed 4. This is your Varoma. It's used to steam foods like meats, vegetables, dumplings, so much more. To use your Varoma, you want to place it onto the mixing bowl lid, ensuring that the measuring cup is not in place. Your food should be spaced evenly and ensuring that the vents are nice and clear so that steam can move around easily. Only touch the handles on the sides of the Varoma and tilt the lid away from your face to ensure that the steam escapes safely. You can also use this lid as a tray so that none of the juices run onto your benchtop. Your measuring cup or MC sits in the opening of the lid in the mixing bowl. Always use your MC unless the Thermomix recipe specifically says to remove it. The design of the MC allows liquid like oil or lemon juice to slowly drip into the bowl, and it keeps pips out of the bowl at the same time. Never hold the MC in place or place anything on top of it. It's designed to help keep the contents in the bowl and to let the steam escape safely. And when you're cooking hot food, don't place your face over the opening to view the contents. Always take the lid off, tilting it away from you to ensure that steam escapes safely. Your spatula has lots of handy uses. Firstly, it's designed to stay raised off of any surface, helping to cut down on the mess. The spatula head's also designed to fit within the blades at the base of the bowl. You should only use this spatula in your Thermomix so that you don't damage or scratch your bowl. Your spatula is designed so you can mix ingredients through the hole in the mixing bowl lid without it coming into contact with the blades. So this is really helpful when you're making recipes like coleslaw or sorbet, where you need the help there to incorporate those ingredients. And when you're scraping the contents out of your bowl, always move in a clockwise direction so that your spatula only comes in contact with the blunt side of the blade. That helps you to reduce the nicks in your spatula. Your Thermomix uses 3 simple settings: time, temperature, and speed. To set, simply touch the screen to select the setting and use the dial to set your desired time, temperature, or speed. Always work from left to right to ensure that time is selected when cooking with your heat. Your Thermomix will not cook without the time being set. To set the cooking time, touch the first setting so that it expands, and then use the dial to select your desired time. To cook without heat, leave the temperature setting at 0. To set a temperature, touch the middle setting and then use your dial to select the temperature. To select your speed, touch the setting and then use the dial to select your desired speed. When using the speed setting, as soon as you select a speed, your Thermomix will close the locking arms on the lid and begin to operate. That's why we recommend first setting your time and temperature and never force the arms open. The spoon symbol is used to very gently stir the contents of the bowl. We call this the soft setting, and it's often used with the reverse setting. Speeds 1 to 3 are for stirring, speeds 4 to 6 for chopping, and speeds 7 and above are for blending and milling. So you should also only use speed 4 or below when you're cooking at varoma temperature. Use the reverse function when you want to stir the contents of the bowl using the blunt side of the blades. This reduces contents from breaking down or being chopped whilst being stirred. To knead bread dough, use the dough mode or the interval function as we sometimes call it. And the turbo mode quickly spins the blades up to about speed 10, and it's used to mince and chop food or to easily remove the dough from around the blades. Set the amount of time that you'd like for the turbo to run between 0.5 and 2 seconds. It's important to never exceed the maximum capacity of your mixing bowl and varoma. Your mixing bowl, the maximum capacity is 2.2 litres, and you can find the capacity markings on the inside of your mixing bowl for easy reference. And keep in mind, this is different to your TM31. For the varoma, never overfill so that the lid doesn't sit comfortably on top, or so the vents are blocked from evenly circulating the steam. When travelling with your Thermomix, we recommend placing it into transport mode. This locks the lid into position to help avoid any possible damage. Your TM5 comes with the basic cookbook and recipe chip. If you purchased a cook key with your machine, it has the basic cookbook loaded onto it. Watch our unboxing video for more on using your cook key. Today, we're going to use guided cooking mode to cook the pumpkin soup. Guided cooking takes you through each of the steps on the recipe on your touch screen. Make sure you check out the automated recipes. You just add ingredients and Thermomix does the rest. After you've rinsed your new bowl, attach your recipe chip. We go into recipes. You want to select A to Z. And then you find the arrow, scroll till you get to P, and as you scroll down you'll find pumpkin soup. You can add your favourite recipes to a quick find list, so just press the arrow and click favourite. The instructions tell you what to prepare. Simply by pressing the next button, it'll guide you through the recipe. To begin our soup, we're going to pop in our halved brown onion, pop our mixing bowl lid back on, and chop for 3 seconds on speed 5. Scrape down the sides of the mixing bowl with your spatula. Our next step is to add 20 grams of butter. And saute. For 3 minutes on 120 degrees, speed 1. Now we're going to add our pumpkin and carrot, 500 grams of pumpkin, and 1 carrot cut into pieces. Pop our lid back on. And we're going to chop this for 15 seconds on speed 7. Done. Scrape down the sides of the bowl to ensure that those ingredients have been combined. And sometimes you can also scrape off some of the ingredients off of the lid. Next we need some water. And at this point it's asking us to pop in some vegetable stock paste. Today I'll be using some salt. However, the vegetable stock paste is something that I always encourage my new customers to make. So that's going to be your homework after you've finished this. Measuring cup and lid back on. And we're now going to cook for 20 minutes, 100 degrees on speed 1. Next, we're going to add our 30 grams of pouring cream. And now we're going to blend for 1 minute on speed 5 to 9, increasing gradually. It's really important that you always increase the speed gradually when you're cooking with hot liquids. Look at this. Smells pretty good too, if I do say so myself. We're going to pop it into our thermo server to keep it nice and warm. And you can garnish with some basil leaves if you like. All parts of your mixing bowl are dishwasher safe. Just disassemble your mixing bowl before placing it in the bottom drawer of your dishwasher. Before you put it in the dishwasher, however, or if you want a quick clean, fill the bowl halfway with lukewarm water, a drop of detergent, and increase to speed 6 for 5 to 10 seconds. Press reverse so it switches and agitates that water, and then take it off reverse and turn it up and down to spit anything attached to the blade. To clean the housing, use a damp dishcloth and be sure to dry the pins of your mixing bowl before placing it back into place. Also make sure you have pieced the bowl and blade back together before putting it back into position. If you place it on the machine without the blade attached, it will still start, and you can risk pouring water and ingredients straight onto the motor. Even when it's assembled, don't put anything inside the bowl when you're not using your Thermomix. Press and hold the dial to shut down your Thermomix. It will also switch off after 15 minutes of being idle. Remember, everything you need to know about your Thermomix is detailed in the instruction manual. On your Thermomix's box, there's a sticker with your serial number. Peel that off and stick it on your instruction manual for easy reference. And keep your manual in a safe place. If you do have any issues, your consultant's only a phone call away, and we're always happy to help. Please only use authorised parts with your Thermomix. Use of unauthorised parts will void your warranty. Your Thermomix, including Varoma and Recipe Chip, have a 24-month warranty against faulty parts and workmanship when used at home, and a 12-month warranty when used commercially. Remember not to place your bowl into position unless it's fully assembled. If you do spill liquid into the Thermomix, leave it upright to drain for 48 hours and contact your consultant. Now you're ready to go with your extra pair of hands in the kitchen. Make sure you register for Cookie Do. It has thousands of tested recipes. Then you can sync them through your cook key so that you've got the ease of guided cooking on your Thermomix. You can also register for the recipe community. It's got recipes submitted by our wonderful Thermomix customers and consultants. Enjoy your Thermomix. Get to know it. Fall in love with it each time you use it. Your consultant is just a phone call away for any questions or to book into a cooking class. Your lifetime of great meals starts here.